All right, let's talk about something that's probably bugged you for years, trying to find a simple, straight answer on the internet. We're going to look at a tool that's trying to completely change the game, and yeah, it might just make you rethink that search bar you use every single day. Let's get into it.
You know the drill, right? You just want to know one simple thing. You type it into your favorite search engine, hit enter, and boom! You're hit with a wall of ads, SEO-optimized blog posts that don't really answer your question, and just so much scrolling. It's exhausting just trying to find one clean answer.
And see, that's the core issue, isn't it? Search engines don't really give you answers. They give you a homework assignment. They hand you a list of links, and then it's up to you to open a dozen tabs, try to figure out what's legit and what's not, and then stitch all that information together yourself. The search is just the beginning of the work.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just about a new app. It's about a really fundamental shift in how we think about finding things online. We're talking about moving away from searching for links and moving towards getting answers. So what does that look like in practice?
And this is where Perplexity AI steps onto the scene. Now, don't think of it as just another search engine. It's something different, an answer engine. What it does is, it uses AI to go out and scour the live up-to-the-minute web for you. It reads the articles, it understands the context, and then it combines everything into one clear, synthesized answer. And, this is the best part, it gives you footnotes like a proper research paper so you can see exactly where it got its information.
And that's really the crucial point here. The magic isn't that it can find websites. We've had that for decades. The magic is that it understands them for you. It's like having your own personal research assistant who can instantly read 10 articles and then just tell you what you need to know. The amount of time and headache this saves is just huge.
Okay, to really get a feel for what makes this thing tick, I think it's helpful to see how it stacks up against the big players, the tools you're probably already using every single day. So, let's put Perplexity in the ring with the competition.
I love this analogy. Think about Google as a really good librarian. You ask for information, and the librarian points you to the right shelves and says, the answers are in these books. Perplexity is the research assistant. It goes to those shelves, pulls down all the books, reads the relevant parts, and then hands you a one-page summary. See the difference? One gives you directions, the other does the work.
Now, what about something like ChatGPT? This is a super important distinction. Tools like ChatGPT are incredible, but their knowledge is often frozen in time. They were trained on data that could be months, even a year or more out of date. Perplexity is completely different because it's always connected to the live internet. You can ask it about something that happened 5 minutes ago and it'll give you a real-time sourced answer. That's a massive advantage.
But wait, there's more. Seriously, Perplexity isn't just a one-trick pony. It's got a whole toolkit under the hood that lets you really dial in your research for whatever you're working on.
One of my favorite features is called Focus. It basically lets you aim the AI at specific parts of the internet. So let's say you're writing a term paper. You can set the focus to academic, and it will only pull from peer-reviewed papers. Pretty cool, right? Or maybe you want the real, unfiltered opinions on a new gadget. Just switch the focus to Reddit, and it'll dig through all those discussion threads for you. It's all about precision.
If you're a pro user, you get even more control. You can actually choose which AI brain you want to use for your query. Think of it like picking the right specialist for a task. If you need some heavy-duty reasoning, you might pick GPT-4. If you're working on a long, detailed piece of writing, maybe Claude 3.5 is the way to go. And if you just need a super fast, accurate summary, their own model, Sonar, is perfect for that.
All right, but what if you have a really big project, like a massive research report? Well, that's where deep research mode comes in. This is where you basically let the AI off the leash. It will go out, run tons of different searches, sift through literally hundreds of sources, and come back with an incredibly detailed, expert-level report on your topic. Honestly, it's a beast.
Okay, so all these features sound great, but how do you put it all together into a workflow that actually works? Let's break down a super simple process you can follow to get the most out of it.
It's really just 4 easy steps. First, pick your focus, tell it where to search. Second, decide if you need a quick answer or a pro search for something more complex. Third, and please always do this, click on those little footnote numbers to check the sources. That's what makes it so trustworthy. And finally, fourth, you can group all your related searches into spaces, which are just like folders to keep your projects nice and organized. So let's just recap the big wins here. You've got real-time info from the live web, which is huge. You've got total transparency because you can click and check every single source, and you can even upload your own files like PDFs or spreadsheets and ask questions about them. It's just an incredibly flexible and powerful research partner.
All right, so we've talked about all the bells and whistles, but let's bring it back down to earth. What does this all mean for you? Why should you care?
Honestly, it boils down to one simple thing: getting your time back. It's about spending way less of your life scrolling past spammy, ad-filled websites and more of your time actually engaging with good, quality information. It shifts the work from finding to understanding, and that's a really big deal.
So I want to leave you with this big, forward-looking question. As these answer engines get smarter and smarter, are we witnessing the end of search as we know it? Are we moving into a new era where we don't just search for information, but we expect to instantly know? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.